Welcome to News Beast. We've got Eli Lake in the house, national security reporter down from D.C.
Thanks for having me.
So I understand you've got a rant in you that you want to get out.
Yes.
In defense of leaks.
It's more than just a defense of leaks. I just feel that this is a distraction from important news. And I would like the viewer to imagine a world where there was no anonymous sources in stories about national security, and you had to rely on press releases from the military, the Pentagon, the State Department, and the United Nations, and you could see what an impoverished, information-wise new world that would be.
Yeah.
And so, as somebody who relies on leaks to get information in competitive national security stories, I think that I'm not a radical, absolute anti-secrecy person. There are certainly secrets which I understand need to be kept. There have been information that I've kept from readers over the years because it's too detailed and it could have blown an ongoing operation or put individual lives in danger. But this latest call for special prosecutors and leak fever, which is very reminiscent of how Democrats acted over the Valerie Plame affair, is a distraction, because let's look at what the leaks are. The leaks are about a cyber war against Iran. That strikes me as a fairly important area that should be debated and deliberated in a free democratic society. It certainly puts the lie to the political attack on Romney or Republicans that they're seeking to get the United States into a war, when the president is in fact waging a cyber war and a financial war and a war of sabotage against Iran.
You make the point that if our enemies know what's going on,
Yes.
should the American people?
It's not a secret to some Al-Qaeda operative when he gets a drone, a Hellfire missile aimed at him or exploding near him, that he's being attacked by the United States.
Yeah.
My view of this, and I get from the late Christopher Hitchens, is that if it's not a secret to the enemy, if it's not a secret to some audience overseas, it shouldn't be a secret to the American people.
You made the point that in particular the aggressive tactics towards Iran give lie to the idea that Romney and the Republicans are trying to get us into a war with Iran. The flip side is also true. The accusation that Obama's been weak on Iran is disproved by knowledge of what they've actually been doing.
I've been of the view, and written for many years now, that there's been largely a consensus where it matters that you do these sorts of sabotage programs to delay the Iranian program. But the point is that this is an important issue. We are a free democratic society. If we're going to debate these things, there are lots of pros and cons to this. I don't know, I'm not giving you a policy prescription, but there's an argument that says if you introduce this kind of these kinds of cyber weapons that actually have an effect in the physical world by instructing centrifuges to spin very rapidly so they break, then you're opening a can of worms, and people could use these kinds of cyber attacks against American power grids or hydroelectric dams, or cause some sort of industrial accident that would be, a massive disaster. And the FBI, before all of these stories started really coming out, declared, as well as NATO, that cyber attacks of this nature are an act of war. So, we should. My point is just have a debate about it. We're a democracy.
Look, I love it. Iconoclastic, realistic. Eli Lake in the house in defense of leaks.